Jatketaan. Katsotaan, mitä saadaan aikaiseksi tänään. Change supply. Nähpä se tekee jos ei... Tää kerro mitään muuta. Ei oo lisää. Ei. Tuolla on. Mikäs tää? Horsberg vettään, okei. Se on se uusi paikka. Mä oikeimmaksi. Tästä on. Tässä noin. Vaikka täällä onkin jo vähän enemmän asioita. Tuolla on memento. Muistaakseni täällä oli kans jotain heti tässä oikein. Siis mulla ei voitu antaa tulitikkoja tota varten, mä oon mage. Mä voin kästää fireballia. Ei se käy.
The Dreadwolf turns up everywhere, doesn't he?
Ravane is on pretty good terms with the Dalish clans. We get elven stuff here and there.
Se on tuolla. No siinä mennään muutenkin. Hyvin otti sprinttinappulla ei toiminut ollenkaan. Mikä siinä?
Got us at range. Watch it. So, your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. It's great.
Täällä on taas porukkaa. Joo, sitä samaa. ymmärrän, kun joku äijä pyytääkin arvostelu tässä, niin sanoo, että hän tarkoituksia pudottaa vaikeusastetta alaspäin, koska hän vaan kompattiili tyylysää yksi toikka. Tää aika nopeasti tai yksi toikka menee. Jotenkin vauhdikkaampaa kuin ennen muuta.
Now let's see what they've got.
Tässä niinku puuttuu jotain.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Looks like they were ambushed.
Ylös pitäis päästä. Okei. Mä pääsen jos nopeammin siellä. Kärryyn. Millä mä tuon ylös pääsen?
About to get fun. All clear. Hey, Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right then. The bare bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts, put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the ones at your desk? You could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
Look at those waterfalls. It's like every drawing of
Looks like the Antom got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back and pay back the Antom. Let's see if it burns.
Mitä tietää mitä se toimii.
Well, there's a fancy trick.
Jäähän se sinne yläpuolelle. Sitten tuolla vielä. Varmaan tosillaan. Ei ollut. Okei, jos toinen ei tehnyt mitään toi liekki.
Some kind of puzzle with torches or fires or something. Make a treasure out of it.
Okei, se on antanut mitään vinkkiä.
Got it.
Okei, se ei pysynyt tulliäkeissä. Mitä järkeä sit tuolla yhden oikoreitillä oli? Se on ihan tossa kulman takana. Siellä on sulipatsassa.
Another of those Fen Harel altars.
Se ei ollut toi. Jota mä yritin tehdä. Elikkä onko se sit jossain vielä kolmas?
Yep.
Heti. Tuossa on 3, 4 tommosta. Okei. Katsotaan sit kuinka tossa on niin punaisia rinkuloita ympäri. Tää jotain. Se oli tuo. Maakäsit.
I heard you fought a dragon in Minrathis before I joined up.
Yeah, the Shadow Dragons and I dealt with it while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting. We barely drove it off. But now we have a dragon hunter, so here's to better luck next time.
That's what I'm here for. Okay.
Wow. Mitä se teki? Ah. Tässä sä sit aktivoit. Vihreäliäkin. Sä sit jotain? Absolutely not. Kas sit siinä keskellä? Helppoa. Kombatti menee monipuolisesti.
Still standing, not bad.
Päästän ylös. Täällä on ne perheet. Ei. Sen biisi meni.
Tosh, you got this? I've got it.
Door's sealed, but those figures next to it look different. Might be a clue for how to open it.
Ympäri mettää, ympäri tää. Saiko yhtään mihin se meni? Tutkitaan ja hutkitaan. Tämä lui. Tämä me luettiin jo. Täällä on vaan heti tappelu.
Gotcha.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Mistä meni Wispi-homma? Et oo Wispia nähnyt.
One of the crow's prisoner. She's still alive.
The Antom kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravane into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antom there.
No mä pitää Wispi löytää.
I'm on it. Huh. Looks like we made a door.
Okei. Ei tän oikein. No siellä se Wispi on. No otetaan se sitten nopea. Läppä sitten. Hypätä alaan. Niin ne ei yllä tossa tuolta kohdalla kyllä. Ei voi muuta sanoa, kun tuo hämmentynyt. Memento. Mennään ylös uudestaan. Nyt tutkitaan mitä sieltä löytyy. Tuolla jotain tuolla. Tui. Tuolla toi. Saanko sä sitten jotain muut?
same ocean as the one next to Hal's fish stand. Feels different here.
Se olisi pudonnut alas liian pitkään. Tuollakin on vielä jotain. Mitäs täällä oli? 3 euroa. Nice. Mä pidän mennä paussi, mä käyn hakea juomaa, I'll be back. Kun ei jaksa muokata näitä videoita. Oikein ahkera mies. Joo, sit mä muokkaan nää katkot pois, kun 1000 tilaa ja enne. Mie niin ahkera on. Ui. Tos pääs tuonne. Löytää vielä 1. Nyt tässä alhaalla. Löytää vielä takas. No missähän se nyt on? Mitä muita tehtäviä meillä on? Dun, 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 dun.
You were there when the gods escaped.
Sure was.
What was it like?
Strange. Chaotic. stuff of nightmares that stick too long. It's messed up. Yeah.
Mitäs tää on? Tuossa se kun räjäytettiin. Täällä oli nuo 3. Ja aukas se yhden, missä oli se 1. Jos ei tää, onko se tää? Ei. Se menee tonne. Miten mä siinä pääsen? Se on alhaallakaan ollut. Ei. Missäs? Mä en oo missannut mitään siitä yhdessä paikkaa. Se kun räjäytettiin auki. Onko se sitten? Tässä taas tää. Kyllä kanssa. Onko se tuolla ylhäällä? Jos sit siinä pääsee. Tää hyvä. Ei. Tämä aukaistu. Jotain jo, mitä mä en nyt näe.
Hey, Nev. Let me know if you need help on ladders.
Ladders?
Your leg thing? One of the lords. Fenced, he lost a hand. Climbing ladders hurt his shoulder out. He told us eventually. Then we helped him on the ladders. Your foot's got a hook shape. It might get caught.
My work leads strange places. If ladders had my number, I'd be out by now, but thanks for asking. Although, your horns have a hook shape. You worry about them getting caught?
Shit. I do now.
Tänne. Minne? Katos. No joo, oli fancy.
Hear that? Door's open.
Abracadabra. Täytyy suodattaa. Joo, mulla ei oo sähköä niin kauheesti. Tommonen. Jos muuttaa sitten. Näkyykö se hyvä? Elikkä täällä on vielä joku Vardens joku. Niinpä tietysti mä pääsin. Oothan sä sinne pääse. Okei. Käydään kokeilla sitä. Sitä demonia uudestaan. Se undeetti. Nyt ollaan vähän isompi tosi. Muuten vasta skillikin varmaan hommattu. 5 punchia. Oli 30, jep. Ei se attack tämän. No jotain on käytetty. Aika siinä spellblade oli tossa. Aha. Tää yhtään mitä mulla. Ei me sitä laiteta. Säästetään. Sä et osannut mitään kivaa. On saanut paremman kirveen. Mitkä skillit mulla? Meillä on alas ja iso. Alas ja iso. Tuo pois. Tästä sitten tankki. Vaihdetaan vaan tuo siihen keskimmäisen tilaan. Noin. No kyllä vähän sillä kun miettii, niin tyyli millä on tehty, niin ei ole ihan ehkä maailman paras. Hetkone. Onko se sitten toi? Katsotaan. Se oli 3-vitonen se. Tää on tosiaankin väärä paikka. Tuo. Ehkä.
What does spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
Crystalline Spellblade. Säkin myös jotain. Mitä? Tästä näin. Tää Pekka. Katsotaan mikä.
Beware the ancient that sleeps here, dweller. Death and blight have not tempered it.
Corruption? Undead? I'd say we found out who's responsible.
Bad corpse. Very bad corpse.
Take it down!
That's easy.
Drawing power from the Fade Tower.
Watch yourself, we're filling up.
That should weaken it.
We're hitting this from there.
Aha. Mitä se nyt? Vaihto Skyrimiin.
Keep going! That'll weaken it.
Not too bad.
What is coming?
Watch it!
Ready when you are.
Tiimi ei oikein toimi yhteen.
Got through that.
They're gone. The Fade Tear and that Revenant. All that's left is its essence. The Revenant's essence feels darker, more powerful. They must be protecting something big. We should look around for a door it might fit.
Mitä? Burden. Joo ei. Ah, täällä.
Hey, Vince can help you if you ever need someone on locks. I'll ask him if you want. He likes me.
Sure he does. You're not bad to work with.
I'm not?
When you lose a limb, you have a metal leg or a hook for a hand, some things get harder. But you ask for help with one thing, and people think you can't do anything.
That's Vashadan. No one can go toe-to-toe with you in magic.
Thanks for noticing. Not everyone does.
Osberg. Expert arise. No tohon sit jo.
This door. I think the essence we took from that Revenant might be our way through.
A key, then, for a door that was very carefully sealed.
Dun. Jos mennään tuonne ja kävellä takas tuohon, niin olisiko meillä siihen? Tapettiin niitten moneet silloin, niin saataisiko me se auki?
Hey, Vince can help you if you ever need someone on locks. I'll ask him if you want. He likes me.
Sure he does. You're not bad to work with.
I'm not?
When you lose a limb, You have a metal leg or a hook for a hand, some things get harder. But you ask for help with one thing.
Hey, we had a thing.
When you lose a limb, you have a metal leg or a hook for a hand, some things get harder. But you ask.
Onks se sit? Onks se just sit se? Mikä täällä on? Mitäs muut sit meillä on? Meillä on... Tuolla. Käydä katsotaan. Älä hävit mitään. Ois halunnutkaan. Eli mä puhun aika morrikania. Tässä ekaksi käy myymässä kaikki mitä meillä on.
Any more word on who this Mori is?
Looking to inflict some pain? I have what you need.
Okei, nää ei os mitään.
Safe travels.
Nää ei os mitään. Mä siis tuo. Näytän revisoon. Ei sattuisi ole juusto.
Let's do business.
Ei.
See you again.
Mitään. Ne ei osta mitään. En tuolla ei olekaan mitään vikaa kukaan. Olisiko siellä joku ostaa? Mulla on oikein siellä sun takaa edes. Zombie.
You return.
Ei toi oo vaan. Tää on HP.
Prepare for the hunt.
Mitäpäs toi? Sitten aloitetaanpa sieltä. Eikö sit näitä tuu ikin myyjää takas? se oli sit siinä.
Hey, Vance can help you if you ever
Ei
need
nyt
someone on
lukkois
Mars.
kans.
Well, back to our point.
I'll ask him if you want. He likes me.
Sure he does. You're not bad to work with.
I'm not?
When you lose a limb, you have a metal leg or a hook for a hand, some things get harder.
Täällä on se
But you ask for help with one thing,
pommi. Ah,
and people think you can't do anything.
That's Vashadan. No one can go toe-to-toe with you in that.
Thanks for noticing. Not everyone does.
Anyway, Vance doesn't have a hook. He's got a set of lockpicks.
No wonder ladders give him trouble. Got it.
Whispers, offers. Someone made a deal with a demon.
What's happening in Minrathous?
Hey, yeah.
Now a dragon. People lost their homes.
Let's do this.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Trevelyan, the woman who led us all.
Trevelyan? Isn't that the name of a noble family down in the south?
Yes. I remember the days before the Inquisition, when Trevelyan family politics were the most complicated part of my life. Simpler times.
I fear that simpler times are like to remain a memory, for now.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganan and Gillenane.
We've been doing what we can, but I'll be honest. Right now, feels like we're in over our heads.
You've already faced setbacks. You'll face more. Your actions will have consequences.
Did you see what happened to the Viper? We know all about consequences.
Such thinking is a trap you can ill afford. The Viper was blighted because of Elganan and Gillenane, but the city of Treviso was saved because of you.
I wasn't ready to become the Inquisitor. I wasn't ready to have to choose between helping Templars or Mages, or decide the fate of every Grey Warden in southern Thedas. Eventually, when the choices I made caught up with me, I disbanded the Inquisition rather than let it turn into another problem. Maybe someday you'll face the same situation. But I'm asking you not to worry about that future until we have one. Right now, we need you to stop the gods.
All right. I'll do my best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Vorlay. Valrorio and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already, if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma...
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I have a team, but not much in the way of forces. If there's any military support you can spare?
I'm sorry. Our forces in the South are stretched thin already. And I'm afraid the Grey Warden leadership doesn't think much more highly of me than they do of you.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Right now, Solus is giving us the information we need to track down the gods.
Yes, he is a vital source of information and advice, just as he was to the Inquisition before. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many alliances do you think he has made and broken?
I considered Solus a friend. I'd hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now. But still, if this can give you some insight, help you understand him, whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Ai se jää nyt meille. Katsotaan mitä me keksitään. Mennään kattoo toi ekaksi. Ja! Anna mun matkustaa. Pitäis varmaan joku päivä putsaa tuo tietokone alkaa olla pölyyn. Kato, sarvikuona.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably?
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
Well, that sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
See, I like some puzzles, but not when they're just thrown in.
Right?
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It was one of those who sits in which seat things.
Ugh. Where the guy with an axe has to sit to the left of the guy who likes brandy?
Oh, exactly. Who cares that much about seating arrangements? Why is that controlling the lock on an ancient treasure chest?
It's Vashidon. Just pick a chair.
Feel free to use the ancient elven artifacts for weight training, but nothing leaves with you, okay?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
I mean, aren't you, though?
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
So your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is. How much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The lords send that stuff back to the Kunari in Parvalin. They pay the lords a finder's fee.
Interesting. The lords do all this out of the goodness of their hearts?
We do get paid. Name another job where you get danger pay for killing giant spiders.
Right. For gold and glory.
The lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kontar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Kunari history. The lords gave her work.
How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now, Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
We should do this again. Grab a drink, share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when.
Kaikki on ne puhelia päällä melkein. Onko se sylhää? Jaha.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the Lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
I think I get where Mythal is coming from.
Really?
We've just finished some big war, everyone is exhausted, and now Elganon won't give up power? If Mythal sided with Solus, would Elganon have backed down?
Not a chance.
It would have led to another war. Mythal tried to keep the peace.
And Solus must see that, but still can't accept that she chose peaceful politics over his ideals.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dreadwolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Okei, missä sitten? Puhut. Manfredo tuolla. Se tutkii se jossain vaiheessa. Hetkonen. Mikä tää?
I'll need a wisp.
Tääkin auki. Tää ei aukea. Eikä tännekään ollut mitään dispiilmaa. Tässä.
Ah, Rook. Care to join me on a visit home?
Time for the old grave rituals?
Yes, the memorial gardens need tending. I could use a fellow watcher's company.
Manfred tällä puolella. Okei.
Taking a walk?
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
I thought it was just an archive. How can it be mean?
The creator, its creator, I mean. An archive spirit takes on the personality of whoever makes it. Which, okay, that's an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
I'd probably just tell them what to do.
Right! Don't waste time on them, just get to the point. Let's try it. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
What or who is the Forgotten One?
The bad gods, or so we were taught, told never to speak their names. Elgranon, Gillenane, they were the good ones that you could pray to. But now we know the truth about the Evanuris. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic, and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful and try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Kans muu halus puhua. Toi ja Greywardeni vielä. Tässä puhuu Greywardenia kanssa. Oota katsotaan, että halusko tuo puhua. Ei.
It looks like our boy Asan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Never be a deer. Good to know.
He'd probably leave them alone.
Probably?
You and I see a deer. Maybe he sees venison souffle. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Asan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Asan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
Still early. Asan's just a kid. Let him test the waters, see what shakes loose.
You mean like a parent?
Yeah.
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Asan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Asan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
That's that.
Nev, settling back in.
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Hetkinen, oliks tuolla? Wispi. Mitä se on? Okei.
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
Semmonen. Aina oppii jotain uutta. Mistä ne näyttää? Siinä joku uusi memory sit. Onko siinä uusi? Kuka hitto laittaa ne kuoppit? Jotka se näyttää alas. Ai tohon.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurists seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurists and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against? Doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay. Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How was the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice!
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Rook, as a fellow Watcher, you know there are ways.
I'm not saying she couldn't help from beyond the grave. I'm just asking how.
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other god's killer for it. I imagine the Dreadwolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
Näitähän on. Katsotaan ne.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the Veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade, but was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Honestly, it's a little terrifying. I've studied the Fade for years with the Watchers. The idea that the Veil, a fundamental part of our world, was an accident as Solus sprang his trap?
Astonishing. How little we truly know.
And a good reminder not to start spells you don't know how to finish.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's... wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
The Maker was never my faith, Lace, but I'm sorry this is hard for you.
The Chant of Light has seen many iterations over the centuries. This may simply change our understanding of it.
But this was the one I grew up with. My ma still sings the chant. You know?
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
This is... I don't even know what this is. And I'm not even an elf. I can't imagine what you and Davrin must be feeling.
It's fine.
We're spirits. What does this even mean? Could I accidentally banish myself?
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. Balara, you and Davrin are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
The entire idea is preposterous. Who would even believe us?
It does seem outlandish when taken out of context, I admit.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one would believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
Lyrium is the blood of the Titans.
The Titans would have felt it as an attack. They defended themselves.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Lace, I'm so sorry.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried, you said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented, if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Kuinka paljon mä oon tehtynyt kerää? Tuolla vielä yksi. Onko se sitten toiseksi viimeinen?
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
I knew Solus was dangerous. We had to stop him from tearing down the Veil. But to do this? He made a weapon that destroyed an entire race. How could he even think of doing that?
The Titans were the size of mountains. I doubt the elves were winning their fight. He considered this the cost of saving his people.
Fear and guilt make people do stupid things.
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we... I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Ollaan löydetty se kumma juttu. Mitä on jälkeen sitten lopetetaan ja aloitetaan peli.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Every big mistake Solus made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault. And hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the Veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
Solus has caused a lot of damage, but he's not like Elgernon, trying to wreck the world to rule it. He's trying to repair the damage he caused, and he knows he made mistakes. There might be hope for him.
You don't think he'll turn on us?
No, he's totally gonna turn on us. I mean, after that.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Joo. Me katkaistaan tää tähän. 16 video vai? No. Semmoista. Me palataan astialla sitten taas. Joku toinen päivä. Luultavasti taas huomenna. Se ei mitään. Muuta kuin seuraavaa kertaa. Bye bye.